Shalom, Sheikh Dwayne Bey. It is April the 15th, 2022. Islam, I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey, your wife. And this is where actually the pale skin was walking his dog or playing with his dog with no leash. And right about here, this is the path I usually go, right about here. And this is where the, I don't know what hill, the area that I saw. If you can see, there's the path right about here. Okay, this is the area where I think he looked to be Mexican or Hispanic, was just lying in the grass. That night before, I was hearing a lot of Spanish accents, very close, like a mic in a room, like male accents and female accents. And then that day, as I was going to earn money early that day, was it early that day? Yes, I think it was early that day. I saw the yes, it was early that day. I saw the Hispanic male, the mongoloid look. That's the best description when I don't know exactly where they're from, but he looked definitely Hispanic, lying in the grass here. And then I was seeing feathers constantly on my path to work, and sometimes as I would see the feathers on my path to work, I would hear black males say brother. Well, first I would definitely look around, and some that looked to be Hispanic or that mongoloid look be looking towards my way. That brown look with the black, really black hair straight, like they're from South Central America, Mexico, or even from Pakistan or India, be looking my way. Just that, the best description is that mongoloid look. Be looking my way, and someone say, I've definitely experienced hearing birdmen or something like that through this time, through the before I even started videotaping the feathers. I was seeing the feathers, Islam, and I was hearing feedback from a distance, hearing people say birdman and so forth. But it seemed to get more drastic, where I feel like I need to go ahead and videotape. And also hear accents, black male accents. Maybe a black male or female would be driving in a car, and some from a distance would say brother. So what I did, I started to videotape my path, and as I was saying, it became more evident that something or someone was placing feathers on my path to work. And they were doing it in the open. And I was telling the police, if a mentally deranged animal state of mind is trying to engage forcefully, and they know that they cannot engage with you on the physical plane, they can use different methods to stalk and force engage. Leaving feathers on your path to work is a way to force your energy upon someone. Islam? I'm going to walk across. I have no mental connection with this unclean spirit. For example, you and I demonstrated that we knew each other in a sacred grove. We demonstrated it through me having conversations with the National Grand Sheikh, Joe Arrington-Bey. And because of the truth of me demonstrating the consummation and marriage in the sacred mental growth. And hold on, I had to walk over here. The black Negroes here are not including the video. Okay? When I communicated with the National Grand Sheikh, Joe Arrington-Bey, and I was in the spirit of truth, then it was truth. That's all there was to it. So he truth to continue. Now, there's no way in my right mind that I would go in a mental state of mind with a black Negro, in a sacred mental grove with a black Negro willingly. No way, or that look to be mongoloid. So, and I have not. So, that is the difference between a relationship that is willing and a relationship that's not. No unclean, filthy spirit can say, I met you in the mental grove, and and you and I have been together, and I love you, you love me. So, when I demonstrate truth as much as possible, and I stand on truth, that is what comes out, and that is what continues to be demonstrated. So, when I called the National Grand Sheik, Joe Arrington-Bey, even though we had our differences, afterwards we still communicated. We had our differences since May of 2014, since January of 2013. But I mean, and I'm not laughing. 2014. I'm not laughing about it now because everything must come to an end. Islam. But what I'm demonstrating is truth. And so, what we are among are filthy, disease, abomination spirits who think they're going to have an opportunity to pull a clean, divine being, celestial being, in the sacred mental grove and develop a relationship with it. You know, a lot of them say 3 or whatever. So they think that I or others would actually want to be in a sacred place with one of their filthy, abomination, disease energies. Willingly. And when they realize this is not going to happen, they start to impersonate. So then you start, what black Negroes start doing is impersonating. Make themselves be to look or have a form of energy like that which you would go in the sacred grove with, or that which is from this is not all, so I'm going to make sure I differentiate not all, or that which is from South Central America, Mexico. And I'm not excluding the pale skin, okay? But I haven't had pale skins impersonate black Negroes, impersonate Moors. Excuse me, not black Negroes. I haven't had an issue with pale skins doing that. I'm not saying that they're not behind it. They're not including the number that click 3, Freemason. I'm just giving testimony. I have never experienced a pale skin trying to demonstrate that he or she is a Moor. I haven't had that. But with black Negroes, African Americans, I have. With those that have that mongoloid look, I have. Even those, I would say, from different parts of Africa or the islands, possibly, I have. That melanated. And so I'm speaking truth. So they think actually a clean, divine, celestial being would have something to do with a filthy, low-life, disease abomination spirits. And then when they seem to see even their mental possession of engagement doesn't work, then they start to impersonate. That's how filthy, disgraceful, and pitiful these spirits are. So then they start to impersonate and stalk. Walk around someone's room. Brother, love you. Brother, please. So that is my, thank you, that's my experience and the difference in spiritual, what you want to say, agreeing to be among someone that is spiritual and mental, and you have a connection, and something that you have no connection with, and they force their unclean, filthy abomination in your life or among your energy, your body sheath, and so forth. It's a huge difference. And so what I am glad to demonstrate is how even mental possession is only, if you take care of yourself, it's only on the outer sheath. Mental possession. And when you stick and learn the truth and protect that true being of yourself, you will always demonstrate truth. It's pitiful to think that black Negroes 30, 40, 50, 60 years old rely on impersonation, rape, stalking. These are unclean spirits and unnatural spirits I speak of, and not all, but way too many, male and female, to force mental engage and to have some form of sexual connection with a celestial being or that which is mongoloid. The time I spoke to the National Grand Sheik was in 2019. It was in September of 2019, and it was about you, and you know this, and the video is sent to you, and you know. And so, but we, and I have claimed and proclaimed truth, obligated spiritually since August of 2013. And so that's, so you got 2013, so you got August of 2014 1 year, August of 2015 1 year, August of 2016 1 year, August of 2017 1 year, August of 2018 one year, and August of 2019. So what I'm demonstrating is a difference when you are willingly engaging with a spirit mentally and a filthy, desperate, unclean, abomination spirit who is trying to latch on and invade your mental space to a point where you have no control so that it can breed with you or use you to breed. And say, I love her. I love her. Brother Paige, he loved that girl. She loved her son. So it's sickening to think what unclean, unnatural spirits will do. But if you look at some of these movies in reference to spiritual possession, and some of these movies, you think, oh, it's a movie. These movies demonstrate truth with those that can see. And if you listen to how a filthy, unclean spirit behaves, then you can see why, and let me keep saying unnatural spirit, why and how they can say and do the things they do. Islam. So today was an okay day. I'm gonna at Burger King. I earned money. Let me think here. Let's see. What did I do today? Tom said check the dining room. So what I did was I changed the water. I sanitized the tables with clean sanitizer water. I changed the trash that was close to the drink station, or part of the drink station. Fill up the lids, the straws, and just so you, I just experienced a thought. So when you have a filthy, unclean spirit who has to force mentally engage, whether it's a humanoid robot, because this is in connection with sex trafficking, okay? Sex trafficking, mentally. And then they force mentally engage in your sleep to rape you and have sex. And then you have that which they have agreed to behave in that manner. Maybe the humanoid robots put money in their account. Those that should be in authoritative position to protect and be lawful, the humanoid robots are giving them money. And then instead of them, which they like to say artificial intelligence, but you know it's a lab freak. It's a laboratory freak. It's a lab freak they be having sex with. It's a lab freak they be pimping their kids to. They're pimping their kids. So if this filth invade your dream and then force your genitals to have an orgasm or whatever, you sleep, okay? And then they start in a community agreeing, or if some in the community start saying he F-U-C-K-U, he F-U-C-K-U, okay? And then they keep saying it over and over again. You walking, what is that? That's sex trafficking. And then they exchange money and start saying we paid. So what I'm doing is demonstrating mental engagement, because I've already demonstrated that with Sheikh Dwayne Bafilbe and knowing him. So when you have a community that's probably most likely too many are pimping their kids to these artificial intelligence, these lab freaks or other unclean, unnatural spirits, so they can stay above water, maybe get a nice car, have some good credit, be able to put money in crypto, be able to buy Bitcoin, be able to buy Ethereum, be able to buy Dogecoin, you know, then this is how that can happen. So pimping their kids. Islam. And so there's like, you should not expect that which have already been involved in pimping either their kids, their wives, their brothers, their sisters, their males, to something that's unclean and unnatural, to have a civilized state of mind of why that should never be done, according to constitutional law. So anyway, today was an okay day. So getting back, I changed, I changed the trash, filled up the ice bin in the dining room. I pushed food. I made fries. I took orders. I did feel 4 sharp pains around my while I was working, my kneecap, my knee. So the knee, when you're walking, Imani and I, we walk everywhere. So this is a 4 sharp pain. I was experiencing that as I was earning money. I'm not accusing anyone at Burger King, but I did experience this 4 sharp pain for a little while. What else? Let's see here. I brought the orange juice from the bottom of the refrigerator to the top. Let's see. I put that there was no expiration dates on the pies, so I told Thomas is the only manager today, and I put expiration dates on each and every one of the pies. The Hershey Sunday pies. I refilled the cups, refilled the condiments, straws. I just stay busy as much as possible. Anyway, kept the counter sanitized. So once again, if you're among a community that too many are involved in pimping their own kids, pimping their own relatives to artificial intelligence, wives, husbands, whatever, so that they can stay above water financially, so forth, why would they think it's not right for mental rape of someone while they're sleeping to go on, and then say we paid, because they are already involved in pimping their own kids and so forth. Islam. It is once again April the 15th, 2022.